This is the audio version of The Exhaustion Solution by Alice Mary Mitchell-Taverner, the course content. My intention is to inspire, uplift, and support you to achieve your goals, whatever they are. We begin with a disclaimer. It's important for me to communicate that I'm no longer registered or practicing as a chiropractor. However, for nearly 25 years, I've helped people in my chiropractic practice using applied kinesiology. And in 2020, I retired in order to be able to serve more women all around the world. That said, it's my passion and privilege to continue to help women to resolve fatigue and its many drivers. Welcome to the Wise Way. I'm here to help you find your way, wise woman. When we learn about our miraculous bodies, we realize our potential to thrive and live full of vitality. Together, we're becoming more intelligent charioteers of our bodies and our lives. Empowered, happy, and healthy. That is my intention. This course content will help you realize how powerful you are to transform your health so that you have more energy. How to make this information work for you. I'm so excited to help you make some well-needed changes in your life. I understand that we all have different workloads in our lives, and we definitely have different histories, diagnoses, abilities, and capabilities. We all learn differently too, so to ensure that you find this adventure toward vitality effective as well as delightful, I've shared the nuts and bolts of the information here in the course content. You could call it the lesson, and given you a printable playbook where you can deepen your inquiry and actualize your own personal healing and transformation. I created the videos to deepen your understanding of the material and to help you learn how to relax. I also hope that they will entertain you. The videos will inspire you in so many ways and will give you opportunities to embody the practices that do light you up. You may be drawn to some practices and ideas more than others in the videos, which is perfect. I'm here to help you find what works for you. Let's first play a little game. Take a moment, close your eyes. Imagine that our minds have windows. Your mind has windows. And let's consciously open all those windows up. Can you take a few moments to imagine how that feels? Great. Now we're ready to learn. Some people doing this course are very unwell. Some literally learning and healing from their beds. Others are busy corporate women. Some are athletes and many are mothers. Whoever you are, I want to let you know that you've found a treasure chest of solutions to your health problems and energy challenges here. I want to be able to help you all. So even though this course begins on day 1 and ends on day 15, you are free to move through the content more slowly. It's important to first read the content and then fill out the playbook and then watch the video. Imagine that the videos are like a reward after you read each section. It's a simple step-by-step process. Read, write, and then watch the videos. And then you'll have all you need to action the practices in order to transform your life. Do you have a busy life? I'll bet you do. No problem. You can play with the information and the concepts of day 1 for a whole week if that reduces your stress. That's the pace I recommend. Imagine day 1 becomes week 1, day 2 actually becomes week 2, and so forth. Honestly, because healing your body and your mind takes time, there is more to gain from learning at whatever speed suits you. Take as much time as you need. Going more slowly enables you to more fully integrate and embody the concepts and techniques and be able to implement the changes. Whether you go slowly or you want momentum and change right away, the most important thing is consistency. Do you tend to demonstrate consistency in your life? If not, you just discovered the one habit that may have stopped you from achieving your goals. Consistency really is the key to success. This course isn't forever. It's 15 weeks, and you'll have it available for a whole year. But in 15 weeks, that's 15 to 30 hours that will change everything. Are you ready? I suggest you make a commitment to yourself right now to give yourself the time you need in order to be successful here. What do you think might happen if you don't? Start by putting everything in your favour, and right now, press pause and schedule a time in your calendar for the weeks ahead. 1 to 2 hours at the beginning of your week will be more than enough. Please give yourself the best chance at reaching your goals. What wouldn't be in your favour is adding this work to the end of your already overfull workday if you're already exhausted. This could lead to overwhelm. If getting it done is stressing you out or making you miss out on reading bedtime stories with your kids, please feel good about taking longer to complete a section. Play with the concepts, and when you have space in your life, move to the next section. I recommend you move to the next day's content only when you've really absorbed each day's information, considered the relationship with it, and experimented with embodying the practices. Remember, what we're building here are good habits. The repetition of good habits changes your brain, and that's where we focus much of our attention in this ebook. Your brain. Soon making healthier decisions will be made easier and easier, all because of the remarkable plastic nature of your neurology. Make this journey on your terms, so don't fly through this by speed reading. Instead, intend to fully integrate the concepts and embody the work. You can do this. Exhaustion is a symptom of an energetic debt to yourself. I'll repeat that. Exhaustion is a symptom of an energetic debt to yourself. If we rush, we aren't being present with ourselves or the work. It's time to wake up. Some information about Alice. I'm Dr. Alice Mary. I'm an Australian health expert who supports exhausted women to heal and really thrive. All that I teach inspires vitality. I specialise in helping women to effectively reset the nervous system and the adrenal system, as well as the digestive and endocrine system. That is the hormonal system. Helping women to do this turns their lives around. Now, I am a geeky neuroscientist, a retired chiropractor, an experienced kinesiologist, and the kind of health coach that is the real deal. I'm also a woman, just like you. I'm a mother of 3 children, and I know what it's like to be unwell and profoundly exhausted. So, you are in good hands. I've helped well over 10,000 women to restore their neurological and adrenal health, often healing complex immune problems that they were told were unresolvable. I have some testimonials. Alice knows so much, says Diane. She opened my eyes to how easy it can be to make simple changes in my life. I'm a whole new woman now, and I'm a lot more playful too. Thank you, Diane. More testimonials. Dr. Alice is an exceptional practitioner who perseveres until she finds what your body needs to be at peace. Anyone who has the good fortune to be in her care will thank themselves. Working with you, she is a great ally. She will help you discover and solve your health problems. Gina. Thank you, Alice. Your healing care means the world to me. Talit. Shelley says, Alice is a beautiful, authentic woman. She's an excellent practitioner that has helped me so much. Healing my extreme adrenal fatigue was life-changing. Then there was everything else you helped me with too. Thank you, Shelley. Hannah says, thank you for your magic. Actually, thank you for showing me my own magic. I would recommend you to anyone. What a gift you offer on so many levels. Hannah. Stephanie Carter says, Alice changed my life. So much healing through simply understanding what was going on inside my body. My immune health, my adrenal recovery. So much gratitude. Stephanie Carter. Alice is an amazingly intuitive and responsive practitioner with a wealth of knowledge and experience, which takes her to the core of any issue at warp speed. She is also a beautiful person and one that I trust implicitly with my health and my happiness. Dr. Alice is a life changer. She will steer you on the path of wellness and clarity. Marion Sims. Alice is intelligent, qualified, passionate, and experienced. There are more testimonials as well. However, I recommend that if you like to read them, you go to the course content on page 7. Hi, I'm excited to welcome you to the next part of your life. This course is a game changer for anyone willing to learn about their body and play with inspiring concepts and transformational practices. This work will help you to be a great mum, a great partner, a great leader, and a powerful, inspiring woman. To empower women is my mission. After 25 years, I'm now retired from my practice. However, I have enormous passion for finding natural solutions for women who want and need support. Now that I've raised my children, I understand that we need all the help we can get to do that well. Being in balance brings children into balance too. Children learn what to do in the face of stress from us. If that feels like a lot of responsibility, well, it is. Stay tuned for some help. I'm here to bring you inspiring, life-changing information with practical support and embodied wisdom. This is an easy, step-by-step process. The reins will be in your hands and support is easy to find, so you can be successful and have a healthy level of control of the health outcomes for your life. I'm dedicated to helping you so you can be a part of the global uprising of empowered women. The natural woman is wise. She is healthy. She is kind. She is powerful and she is confident. That's what the image of the owl represents. You'll see the image of the owl quite a lot during this course. If you are part of the first group of women doing this work, you know who you are. You're benefiting from more personal support than it's possible for me to be able to give in the future, as hundreds and hundreds more women embark on this work at any one time. It was also a smaller investment for you to join us, and it gives me an opportunity to improve the quality and readability of this project. I thank you so much for your support in this. The only thing I wasn't able to include for this group of women is the opportunity to gift the exhaustion solution to a friend. Yes, that's what I would like to be able to do in the future. That way more women and more families can benefit from the course. We know that having a buddy helps us to learn. For now, as we grow organically, please understand that we have the perfect number of women in this group to ensure that it all flows and you all get the personal attention that you need. I can't as yet offer you the ability to gift this for free to another. So instead of sharing this with someone that you know, as I'll be able to do in the future, those in this special group who want a buddy can find one in this group. I really want to encourage that. You'll be able to meet everyone in the community. The next 2 pages describe how gifting the course to a friend would work. I've decided to leave it in so you can give me feedback about whether gifting to a friend is a valuable idea. Please do read, as you can choose a buddy in the group or have a friend that you meet with regularly to simply share your revelations. I'd like to extend my heartfelt kindness and give you a gift. I'd like to double the value of your investment. To reward you, I encourage you and support you. I want to give you a present worth several $1,000s. Helping others is something that uplifts us and even helps us to be healthier. When we are kind, we make more of the happy brain chemical called serotonin. It boosts our mood and our immune system and even reduces inflammation. Isn't that great? So allow me to invite you to gift this course to one special person. Choose a friend who really needs a lucky break and be an angel for her. Choose someone who has proven their friendship to you already. Select someone who you know really wants and needs to get well. Please only choose one friend, okay? I recommend you choose someone who's willing to commit to completing this program. Someone you know will be overwhelmed with appreciation and excited to grow and learn alongside you. Then you'll have a friend who can support you. Who will you choose? Please send me their details to support@dralicemary.com and tell me why you chose them. I will reach out to them, so please include their details. That way I can welcome and support them too. This includes full access to the course content, the written work, the videos, and the playbook. If they want appointments with me or any of the other bonuses, they can organise those with me separately. Now, if someone has gifted you this course, that is so exciting. What a friend. Welcome. Please ensure that your friend has introduced us via email. You have a true friend, and I hope that you will support and uplift the woman who gave you this opportunity, as I hope she will do the same for you. Research shows that having good friends is the greatest indicator of how long we might live. My only request is that you honour the gift by not sharing it with anyone else. This information could save your marriage, and it could save the most important relationships that you have. It will take the pressure off your precious family, and it may save your life. Now, it can also help someone that you love. How great is that? Being kind is so fun. Here are the 3 reasons that I want to give the participants an opportunity to gift this work. Firstly, people's physical and mental well-being have suffered so much in the last few years. I've helped one person at a time for 25 years. It's slow. I know there are millions of women out there who desperately need what I have to give. The more mums I help, the more kids have happy, healthy homes, which makes all the difference in the life of a child. I'm here to help people on a large scale, so the more I can assist, the more satisfaction I feel. If this work helps you, I hope that you'll let me know. Secondly, I believe in paying things forward. It's a fun way to make positive difference in people's lives. When gifts are unexpected, everyone benefits, the giver and the people receiving. Then there is this wonderful follow-on effect, all because of one kind act. So please help me to reach more women by choosing one friend who has proven herself to you. I suggest that you take her out for dinner, let her know how much you value her friendship, and if she lights up and appears excited for you with regard to this work, offer her the gift. The universe really is benevolent. When we give from our heart, we come into alignment with others who do the same. It's one of these natural laws. Give and you shall receive. Giving shifts our resonance. It raises our vibration, and it actually helps us to produce the brain chemical called serotonin, responsible for making us feel happy. Serotonin boosts our immune system too, and as you will learn, so much more. If you're ever feeling down, you can spend 2 minutes thinking about one of the many things that you have done in your life that were generous and helpful and positive, and you will literally change your biochemistry in that same moment and produce hormones that drive well-being. See how powerful you are. Lastly, I learned recently that on average only 10% of people complete online courses that they buy. I want to give you every opportunity to be successful and reach your health goals. By completing this course, you're much more likely to reach those goals. So I want to do all that I can to support you to continue to the end. When you complete it, email me and I'll gift you something wonderful. From past experience, I've learned that having a friend who's working with me on the same project can really increase my chances of success. A buddy can hold you accountable and be there to help you reflect. You can also be there for her. And if you meet up once a week, you can have a great time together and stay on course, literally. Who will you choose? If you don't have someone, please ask us. We might be able to help you find a buddy within the community. Please post your request with a little video story and watch what happens. Having a friend to hold you accountable increases your chance of succeeding by a whopping 95%. Contents page. 1. Relationship and intention. What is your why? Chapter 2. Healing. Kinesiology and the healing power of water. Chapter 3. Beauty and vitality. How to amplify yours. Chapter 4. Is supplementation necessary? Chapter 5. Good oils. Fat does not make you fat. Chapter 6. Food intolerances. Are they compromising your immune system? Chapter 7. Your nervous system and your innate intelligence. Chapter 8. The science of stress and the importance of sunshine. Chapter 9. Glucose and insulin. The biggest problem you and I face. Chapter 10. Your inner dialogue. Your cells are listening. Chapter 11. Your center. How to get back there. Chapter 12. What are we really made of? Energy and grounding. Chapter 13. Toxicity. How is it stopping you lose weight? Chapter 14. Cortisol and energy. Why don't you have enough energy? Chapter 15. Your special rest day. Self-assessment questionnaires in these pages. Parasites, day 2. Personal assessment, day 3. Leaky gut, day 4. Insulin resistance, day 9. The exhaustion solution also includes a book of self-assessment questionnaires. They offer you an opportunity to discover what conditions you may have. I've included 17 of the most common conditions that women experience that present with fatigue. You'll find the book of health questionnaires in the app. The book also teaches you about each condition, its drivers, and ways to test for and resolve each one. When you have the time, in the next few weeks, complete the questionnaires so we can personalise your program to you and your needs. Please have this completed before you have your one-to-one appointment with me. If you discover that you are pyroluric, we may need to have a separate one-to-one appointment, both when you discover it and when you finish these 15 weeks. As you learn, pyroluria is a complex issue and needs to be addressed with great care. You can book an extra one-to-one appointment by emailing us. Please make a list of each condition that you discover might be an issue for you. Put it in your notebook and let me know at your appointment. I also recommend you write the recommendation for the resolution of your condition or your potential condition in your notebook. That's all for the introduction. Ready? Let's begin. Want to know the one thing that influences your health more than any other? I've studied hundreds of textbooks, read innumerable scientific articles, sat in hundreds, maybe thousands of hours of university lectures, and taken care of more than 100,000 people in nearly 25 years. Honestly, it's been a busy and privileged life. However, the single most important thing to understand as you reclaim your energy, I definitely didn't learn at university. This I learned at the School of Hard Knocks. One thing alone influences your health more than any other. There is one relationship in your life more important than any other. This relationship impacts your health and happiness more than any other relationship. It is not the relationship you have with your mother, your sister, or your partner. It's the relationship that you have with yourself. The most important relationship you'll ever have is the relationship you have with you. Understanding this is the wise way forward. The natural woman radiates beauty because she embodies love, self-love, and self-respect. How do we get there? How is your relationship with yourself? Let's pause for a moment and consider. When you are the loving director and ally of your body, you become an extraordinarily powerful creator of your life. Useful tips for learning. You'll be inspired by something on every page of this workbook. Get yourself a notebook and write in it. And leave the first 20 pages empty. Make as many notes to yourself as you like in this notebook. Write down interesting facts that you want to share with your family. Write down tips and hacks. Sometimes you'll read and hear things and wonder why they're being repeated. They really are being repeated. And the reason is that some information really needs to sink in. The process of writing is fundamentally important for learning. It actually helps us to retrieve information. So there'll be some writing to do in this notebook, I hope. Some of us learn by seeing, reading, and some learn by watching, listening, or doing. I know that when a person sees something, they remember approximately 10% of what they've seen. Apparently, we learn only 20% of what we hear. Approximately 50% of what we both see and hear. Still only 50%. So that's why I encourage you to write. Write down anything you want to remember. We also created the audio that you're listening to now in order to help people to be able to really embody this work. We also have the video content, as I'm sure you now know, and the transformational playbook. So what sort of learner are you? It does require presence to receive information and insight. And presence is a state of rest. So to learn efficiently, we can't be stressed. This is why the classroom can be a difficult place for the sensitive child. Was that you? I have a question for you. How much of what we see do we learn? I just told you a moment ago. When we see information, we learn about 10%. You can really understand now the difficulties associated with the different sorts of learners. And who can remember how much of what we hear we actually remember? The answer was 20%. We remember 20% of what we hear. And who remembers how much we remember when we both see and hear content? Yes, 50%. One thing that's good to know is that we learn so much more when we actually tell someone about what we're learning. So, your friend is a great ally for so many reasons. She'll even help you learn. So please make a date with someone you know and talk about what you're learning. Even if you do have a buddy within the course, you're welcome to choose one of your friends and make sure that you go on a date once a week. Have a chat about what you're learning and see if you can teach what you've understood. Maybe you can teach your mum something or your kids. Writing things down, not typing, also causes your brain to process information differently. Writing what inspires you during this transformational process will benefit you in 3 ways. 1, you'll remember so much more. 2, you'll have a summary of all the work that's relevant to you once complete. And 3, you can teach your friends and your family what you learn. Question: what do I do with the first 20 pages of my notebook? Write every recommendation for an activity that will increase your energy. Use 1 line for each. By the end of this course, you'll have a list of about 200 ways to resolve your exhaustion. There is a bonus for anyone who submits their list via email at the end. Even if you only action a quarter of these activities that increase your energy, you will transform your health. Maybe you can help someone that you love with its contents at the end. So the first 20 pages are for writing down all of the ways that you learn to increase your energy. So buy a big notebook and have it by the computer and write in it. Beginning here for day 1 or week 1. I promise that every little thing that you do to support yourself helps. It all adds up. And our bodies get well fast when we decide to get well. I'm going to repeat that. Our bodies get well fast when we decide to get well and set our intention to treat ourselves better. Are you ready to set your intention to treat yourself better? Simply understanding what's happening inside your brain and your body will in itself reduce your stress. Cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT, is based on this premise. Once you understand how miraculous your body is, your new awareness of this extraordinary intelligence inside will help you appreciate yourself, and it will help you really start to come to love yourself. Have you ever catastrophized? That means that when something bad happens, we imagine the worst possible outcome. It's a thing that traumatized and exhausted people tend to do a lot. Catastrophizing. Well, good news. Simply learning about the science of stress calms a part of the brain that makes us catastrophize. There is a very real reason why you're exhausted. And understanding what that is will help you stop blaming yourself for being tired or feeling like you're not enough. I promise. Even if you're busy, this information and the new awareness that it awakens will empower and inspire you to take effective action, so you enjoy the process. Maybe all you can manage right now is to change a few little habits. That's perfect. Remember, it all adds up. Start with what's easy. The concepts described here are designed to challenge your perspective and deepen and beautify your relationship with yourself. Each day of the program will build on the day before, so please don't skip lessons. The practices in this book can be considered fun little games that you can easily bring into your life and teach your children. Literally, rewiring your brain, calming your mind, and healing your precious body. Did you know that healthy habits bring you back to your center? The more often we return to center, the easier it actually becomes to do so. The habits you'll learn here will balance you, and that is why we practice them. Soon, being balanced and stable will begin to feel normal. Making healthier decisions will actually start to feel good. Trust me, health generates a contagious sense of well-being and vitality. Your confidence will grow and your self-love will develop. You will become more magnetic to the experiences and people that are good for you. Watch as your radiance returns. So get ready to learn a few things and rewire your brain. Together we can create lasting positive change. You see, awareness is potent. Once you learn something and realize its importance and its relevance for you, you can never again be unaware. The contents of this book will inspire new levels of awareness, educating you with fascinating facts, I hope. It will empower you to establish some new practices. The new habits will improve the way that your brain works. These practices lay down better neural pathways. And the more you practice the new habits, the more these new neural pathways are used. The more often they fire, the stronger and more automatic the pathways become. So you will receive inspiring information, create some new habits, and develop a healthier brain. I'll help you learn how to detoxify, nourish, and heal your beautiful brain. The end result is a better version of you. Less tired, less inflamed, less cranky, less sad. More inspired, more energized, more healthy, more vital, more happy. What is your intention? Our intention creates our reality is a quote by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Our intention creates our reality. Take a moment to sit with that. Our intention is so powerful. To achieve any goal, we first need to be very clear what that goal is. So let's become aware of what it is that you want as a result of learning and growing here. Is it your intention to feel more balanced, or heal your body, or resolve a health issue? Is it your intention through purchasing and completing this course to feel better about yourself, to lose 10 kilos, to feel revitalized, or to learn ways to improve your brain function? What is your intention? Perhaps it's something else. It's all possible, particularly if you, 1, realize your intention, 2, regularly state your intentions, 3, get used to feeling the good feeling, which is the end result of that intention, and write your intentions down. The brain really likes this. So 1, realize your intentions. 2, regularly state your intentions. 3, practice the good feeling, which is the end result of your intention fulfilling itself. And 4, write your intentions down. Intention is everything. Intentions are like magnets. The more we declare them, believe in them, and act in ways to help them manifest, the more powerful and real they become. When you have clarity of intention, the universe conspires to make it happen. When your intention is clear, so is the way. However, intention without action is useless. It's my intention in creating this transformational process that you realize how amazing your body is and experience awe for your incredible body. Once you understand how your body works and what went wrong, it's my experience that people radically shift their relationship with themselves and become empowered to step into the driver's seat of their lives. This will make you unstoppable, powerful, and proud. What is your why? Now, I could read this section from the book, but I think I'd rather tell you the story of what happened to me. I really understand the science of stress, and I think that's one very important thing to understand. As I mentioned, I've helped thousands of people just like you to resolve fatigue and exhaustion and realize their potential for mastery and vitality. But even though we may never have met, I already get a sense that I know you because, like you, I've been profoundly exhausted. I was really, really unwell. I've also been depressed and addicted. I recall one time in particular having literally fallen to the floor. My limbs felt like lead and there was a buzzing fractious sound in my head. My daughter, who was 2.5 at the time, she needed me to get her some food. I couldn't even smile at her. I was completely unable to summon the energy to get up. And this was one of the lowest moments in my life. I was dangerously unwell, with a growing list of diagnoses and zero energy. I was lost and alone, and had 3 young children to take care of. My daughter was sitting next to me, and she gently wiped my tear-stained face with her little fingers. I still remember it now. Her eyes were so full of tenderness. And that was my moment. That was it. That was the moment when I decided. She became my why. It was for her that I knew that I had to make change. My love for my kids is what motivated me and kept me going on my journey to wellness. That moment, however, was necessary and pivotal. I had to change my life. At that moment, my legs were too weak to stand, to get the food for my daughter. But I took the most necessary step in my life in that moment. I took the most important step of my life in that moment. I decided in that moment to make change. The question I have for you is, what is your why? And what do you stand to lose if you continue to do nothing? And that is the end of the written component of day 1 or week 1. Now it's time to open the playbook that you've printed. Read and respond by writing. The video, which you'll find on the app, comes after. Do not fly through this. The playbook is what makes this information transformational. The energy you put into day 1 in the playbook will determine how successful you will be with the rest of the course. Day 1 in the playbook requires more time and more presence than any other day's content. If you haven't printed the playbook out yet, today you can read the questions from the computer or from the app or in the link that we sent in the email. Please print it as soon as you can, so next week it's ready for you. This is a circuit breaker. If you are someone who rushes, I'm calling you home. I'm talking to you. Enough of running on adrenaline.